he invited me to go do it with him. But you know, I can't leave my family. I can't go and possibly risk dying up there. Maybe a younger Sammy would have taken him up on that offer.
Sammy Guevara, welcome to the Apter Chat. First time on the Apter Chat. We've met each other a bunch of times, but we never did this before.
Here we
So
go. I'm ready, man. I'm
you were in,
excited.
you,
First
you were in your
ever.
you were in your palatial palace in Florida. Um, so before we talk about wrestling, Daddy? How old is the baby now?
18 months. Yeah, year and a
Wow.
half now. Time is just flying.
Tell me what the time that you were off, and the time you and Tay had the baby. What would it feel like stepping away from the wrestling business and becoming a daddy?
It was really crazy. Because at that time in October, I ended up getting a concussion that took me out for a couple
I
months. But it was
remember.
perfect timing too, because like a month later, that's when we had Luna, and then I got to like really be there those first couple weeks without having to like worry about going on the road or anything. And you never want to get hurt, but it was just like a perfect time where it's like, hey, well, now
Yeah,
I can step out of there. And
karma,
yeah, yeah.
AB
Um,
karma.
and then because of the schedule and the ever changing stuff of AEW, like I really got to spend a lot of time, especially in those first few months. Like that first year, I feel like I was at home so much, and I feel very blessed. I got to spend all that time, and I still do. Because AEW schedules like we're gone once a week, and I fly in the day of the shows because I'm trying not to miss a moment.
Yes, of
Sometimes
course.
I fly back the day of too. I'll fly in and fly out. It's
Wow.
exhausting, but it's definitely worth it.
You're a dedicated daddy. What's the best part about fatherhood for you?
Oh man, just getting to like see her learning new things, and like no matter what it is, big or small, to me it's like everything. Like she's starting to pick up more words now, and it's just like it's the coolest thing ever. Like I feel like I had this one track mindset of like wrestling and then all this other stuff. And then it's like now I have this super awesome best friend who's
Yeah.
just like the coolest kid ever. And one of my favorite parts of the day is in the mornings because she'll wake up and she'll be all cute. She'll give us kisses. She'll be like, give us light. She'll point at the window for us to open the window to give her
I know
light.
the feeling.
Yeah, it's the best.
How the wonderful name, and of course we're wrestling people. Luna, I think of Luna Vachon, but how did you
There we
pick?
go.
How do you pick Luna?
So that was something that Ty and I we were talking about even like kind of when we first even got together. It was just like, what would we name our kids? And it's like if it was a girl, and we both just kind of stuck with Luna. It kind of just was like, oh wow, we like
Really?
that name, and it's something that we say like if we're gonna meet in other lives, like Luna is the thing to know that we've met in other lives. It's like the thing that connects us always.
That's great. That's great. Do you ever sit her on your lap and have her watching matches?
Oh yeah, so she loves wrestling. Like sometimes Ty will take some videos of them watching Collision or Dynamite or whatever I'm on, and she'll be all excited. Sometimes I do the arms out pose on my
Yeah.
entrance, and then she'll like start to do it too, like on the couch.
Wow.
Um, yeah, and then like just in Japan, like a couple months ago in January, Ty made her return to the ring for Stardom, and I was on the other foot. Like I had Luna, and we're watching her, and like so we're in the stands watching Mama go and do her thing, and she noticed it. She's like, "Mama," I'm like, "Yeah, Mama." She goes,
Wow.
"Ah,
Wow.
yeah." Like it
At
was so
18 months,
cool.
that's incredible. That's
Yeah.
incredible. So, singles titles. You have not been in the singles titles picture in a while.
A long time.
Um, yeah, and so how do you think Jon Moxley is a good representative as a world champion figure for AEW?
I mean, Yeah, 100%. I understand that he's with the Death Riders right now and they're kind
Yep.
of causing chaos, but Jon Moxley's he's the MVP of this place. A lot of times when they needed someone to call on, Jon Moxley was that guy. Ultimately, my goal, and I've said it before, is to keep working hard. So then, when they need to call on someone, it's not just calling on a Jon Moxley; it's calling on a Sammy Guevara.
Hmm.
And so, it just keeps me motivated. See guys like him. Him and I talked for like 45 minutes a couple weeks ago. A lot of it was just about kids, but like, he's very he comes off as not approachable, but he is. You just gotta figure out how to go approach him because he is a very intimidating person. But I think he's a great champion. He's been like four-time AEW World Champion, and he's in the spot he is because of all the hard work he does. He could phone it in a lot of times, and then there he is taking what was this? A 2x4 with nails in it to the
Yes.
back,
Yeah.
stuck in him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, and he has a kid and he has a wife, and he still goes balls to the wall. So I respect him a lot.
What is your do you have a dream opponent in AEW? Somebody that you haven't, or somebody that's kind of graduated to a higher level that you'd like to get in the ring with?
I mean, there's a lot of guys, like we were kind of teasing a couple weeks ago, but then some things changed. Maybe we'll circle back to it. But me and Adam Cole, we never got into their singles competition.
Really? Right. Right. Oh, that's
Yeah,
a
so
match I'd like to see.
I
Let's
think
do a
that.
scouting report. Adam Cole's strengths, weaknesses.
Oh man, I mean, strengths. He's got a lot of strengths. I'm just trying to think of his weaknesses. I think I would say his leg before, but he's healed it up now. So I
Yeah.
think his
Yeah.
leg's good. But I would get in there and I try to find those weaknesses and take advantage of them because, ultimately we can be cordial with one another, but one of us has to come out on top. And I would like that to be me,
Of
with all due respect.
course. There's another guy right now who came back recently who seems he's just amazing. I'm going to compare him in terms of amazing veteran like a Dustin Rhodes, and that's Samoa Joe.
Oh yeah.
Have you wrestled against Samoa Joe?
I never had, but I would
Oh,
love to.
see,
Samoa Joe,
that's a match I'd like to see. Let's examine Samoa Joe here. When you look at him in the ring, do you see what would his strengths and weaknesses be? If you're an opponent of his and you're watching him on
I mean,
TV,
I think a match with Samoa Joe and Sammy Guevara. I think back to Darby versus Samoa Joe, and I would
okay,
think that's kind of would be my game plan to survive. It's like I gotta hit him, and I gotta hit him fast and hard because he's a super durable guy and super strong guy, and yeah, he's another great representation for AEW. He's a great legend.
absolutely.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, every time you think he's going to just retire or whatever, he comes back better than ever.
Yeah, yeah, he's
Yeah.
killing it. Trios champion now. Maybe I'll go find some partners and we can all go and do something.
Oh, that would be great. Now, you mentioned Darby Allin. So for you to take on uh, Samoa Joe, like you said, Darby did, would you climb Mount Everest and put the AEW flag up there? What did you think of that, by the way?
Oh man, it's something that him and I talked about years ago. He invited me to go do it with him, but you know, I can't leave my family. I can't go and possibly risk dying up there. Maybe a younger Sammy would have took him up on that offer, but
Oh, you're so old now, huh?
I'm not so old, but man. I just feel like I can't climb that. I feel like it's very selfish of me to go and be like, hey, my little baby, I'm gonna go risk my life to climb this mountain. I may never come back, but I feel like if you have a kid, it'd be very selfish of you to go and do something to put your life at risk like that. Darby doesn't have any kids yet, so I think more respect to him. He did it. What an accomplishment! It was something he's wanted to do for a long time. He wanted to do it last year, but he broke his leg and couldn't do it. But he was able to do it now. Super happy for him. I texted him whenever it was reported he did it, and we're just chatting back and forth. A part of me, there's a little crazy part of me that's like, ooh, man, I like that adrenaline of like risking it all to
Oh
go and
yeah.
like make it on top of the mountain. It's super exciting for an adrenaline junkie like me. But I also got to remember, it's not just about me no more. So
That's right.
I
That's
will
right.
not be doing none of that.
You're not going to have your 18-month-old go, Daddy climbing Mount Everest.
Nope, never.
No, no,
Nope, not no more.
definitely not. Let's talk about some of the other people on the roster. Uh, I know this is not somebody you will ever wrestle against, but tell us about Timeless Toni Storm.
I mean, who knows? I mean, they might be doing mixed tag matches again. I heard Tony say a couple of months ago that he wants to do possibly mixed tag titles. So who knows? Maybe get Tony, get Juice, get Ty, get me. But yeah, no, I think Toni Storm's killing it. I think how she's reinvented her character. I think
Oh
it's
yeah,
super entertaining, and it just gets me to think like, what would a match with her versus the Brazilian badass Ty Mello look like? That's what I'm wondering.
yeah, yeah. That would be incredible. Right now, people are talking about her possibly against Mercedes Monet. Um,
Yeah, I guess we're gonna find out. It'll be either Mercedes or it'll be Jamie Hayter. So
yes,
we'll find
yeah,
out.
yeah. But in terms of public recognition, it's Mercedes that they want to see against Toni Storm. It seems like that match is just a natural that it has to happen. How would you examine that kind of match? Do you think Mercedes has a really good chance at getting that title?
I mean, I think so. I mean, ultimately, Toni Storm's tough though.
Yeah,
She's her match with Mariah May at the Revolution pay per view. That was super
incredible.
crazy. So she's super durable. I don't know what will end up happening, but I know we will all be watching.
Let's talk about some of the other people on the roster, strengths and weaknesses. Powerhouse Hobbs, he seems to have really become elevated in the last few months.
Yeah, no, Hobbs. He's one I've said for years. I actually did a promo backstage after we wrestled last year after our collision match, where I said he's the star. They didn't air it for whatever reason. I think that I don't know, but like I've always said it. That guy is a star. He's got money written on him.
Yes.
So the fact that he's shining now, I'm super happy for him because also he's a very nice guy backstage.
Yeah.
So anytime someone like that can succeed, you can't be nothing more than happy for them. So I'm super happy to see him doing well. And who knows? Maybe I'll get hologram. Maybe I'll get commander, and we'll go and
AI.
get AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, maybe we'll just do it in the Fight Forever video game. That might be better for
Yeah,
my
there you go.
health.
Well, if you were AI, you could stay home with the baby and still wrestle.
I love it.
You love that. One of the other, I'm going to call him a rookie that has really impressed me, is Kyle Fletcher.
Oh, he's killing it. Yeah, that guy.
Give us your take, strengths and weaknesses on him.
Sorry, I don't know. I just heard all this noise. My cat must be doing something. No,
Uh-oh.
but yeah, Kyle, man, he's got a very bright future. Ultimately, I feel like the sky's the limit with him. He's got a lot of potential. A lot of things are working in the right way for him. And if you look at him, he's taking everything very seriously. Like he's gained like a lot of muscle, a lot of mass. So he's on his way for sure. Very happy for him as well. He's a very nice guy backstage. At least to me. I don't know. Maybe he's a dick to other people, but to me, he's cool. So very happy for him.
Do you think that the Don Callis part of his career is helping him, or is it going to hinder him?
I think it helped him, man. I think ultimately what happened around the same time is I got hurt, and he had kind of stepped in that spot. And I think, especially because he just came in the company, it was like a perfect spot for him, a great spot for him to like go and be having these competitive matches, have Don kind of like be the heater. I think it was just a perfect combination.
Tell us your feelings about Don Callis in general. I mean, when he comes on the screen, people are just like, "Oh, please shut up and go away."
Yeah. No, I think me and the fans feel the same way. I think we have the same exact thought. But ultimately, that also goes to show that he's very good at his job, you know? Because if I'm over there wanting more of him and he's a bad guy, I think he's doing the wrong job. I think he understands what his job is, and I think he does it very well because, again, when he comes out, they boo the hell out of him. And I think that's the goal. And so I appreciate when someone takes their job and like actually tries to do what they're supposed to do.
Are you, if Don Callis came over to you and offered you a great deal, would you take it?
Well, we already crossed that bridge a couple years ago. You know, I
Oh,
wasn't.
I remember. I
Yeah,
remember.
I was in it for like a week.
Yeah, but
um,
now, this is brand new now.
Honestly, no. I just think I think that'd be going backwards for me. You know, it didn't work out, and it's like kind of like if you wanted to go back with your ex. You know, it's like there's a reason you guys are not together no more. You know, there's a reason me and Don Callis are not together no more. So I'm not in the family no more. So let's just go and cross that bridge, say it's done, and move on. And then besides, I'm with Dustin right now. You know, we're
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
killing it.
yeah.
Undefeated Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. I'm fine.